Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As always, leaving a like, leaving a comment, or subscribing. All of these things do help out the channel immensely. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed. Yeah, I am quite busy today, but I was like, nope, I still got to make a video because I tend to make a video, at least one, every single day. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. The upper house of Japan's parliament has passed a landmark law clarifying the legal status of stablecoins, essentially defining them as digital money. This is per a Bloomberg report. The bill, initially prepared by Japan's Financial Services Agency, or the FSA, was first announced in December of 2021 and passed Parliament in March before being approved by a majority during the House of Councillors plenary session. Stablecoins are a type of cryptocurrency whose value is usually pegged to a fiat currency like the dollar, the euro, the pound, or the yen. There are gold stablecoins, but they're not as popular. They're designed to stabilize the price of otherwise volatile cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and can be used as a form of value or a unit of account. Under the new legislation, which will come into effect in 2023, stablecoins must be linked to the yen or another legal tender and guarantee holders the right to redeem them at face value. The bill also says that stablecoins can be issued by licensed banks, registered money transfer agents, and trust companies, with the FSA reporting that regulations governing stablecoins issuers are to be introduced in the coming months. I assume this is a slight offhanded reaction to the entire Terra Luna thing. I think this also, if you paid attention, the only people that can issue or use or whatever stablecoins are licensed banks. That is probably the most important one. A lot of countries around the world have been announcing that they're getting ready to launch, are preparing for, potentially already creating now, their central bank digital currencies. I think also behind the scenes, they know that it's far easier for a company or a bank or an institution to simply create a stablecoin that is digital and therefore mimics the value of said yen. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we're at some kind of a stable coin reckoning currently. A lot of stable coins, even yesterday, while prices were dropping, like depegged once again. It wasn't the Luna coin, because that's already been depegged. I think it was Tron's stable coin and maybe Circle. I don't remember, but a lot of them are depegging now. And I wonder how they're going to get that under control, because if it's that easy to unpeg all these things with crypto prices falling, like, what can actually be done if someone really wanted to depeg every single stablecoin? I also find it a bit confusing that you simply, hear me out here, can't write in the code, cannot go less than the value of 1, and cannot raise above the value of 1. And then you basically create them in accordance with how many paper monies you have in the background. You understand what I'm saying? Because all the stablecoins seem to be algorithmically done, or not algorithmically at all, and they keep crashing or falling off their peg quite often. Like, there's been a lot of times where even a lot of stable coins have dropped to like 98 cents, and that's, you know, it's supposed to always be $1. Anyway, that's the countries around the world. I think we had news recently as well from, I believe it was South Korea, who announced that they were also going to be regulating stable coins once again because of the fiasco. So, cool. I hope it works out for them, because, you know, it has to happen sometime. And without further ado, let's move on. Also sure, why not? Sometime in spring of this year, a new fast food restaurant in Los Angeles, named Bored and Hungry, launched. We talked about that before. The first to be inspired by a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, rapper and NFT fanatic Snoop Doggy Dogg has joined with the people behind the first NFT-themed restaurant to establish a second one, When it comes to desserts, Snoop Dogg and Food Fighters Universe, okay, have revealed plans to establish Dr. Bombay's Sweet Exploration. That's the name of it. I kind of want to go there. An immersive retail dessert experience based in La. Calvin Broadus, whoa, he has a name. Calvin Brodus Jr., also known as Snoop Dogg. I didn't know he had a real name. I mean, did anyone else know his real name? Calvin Brodus has given his Bored Ape Yacht Club avatar the nickname Dr. Bombay. One of Ethereum's most popular NFT collections, the Bored Ape Yacht Club has 10,000 different avatars of bored cartoon apes. The secondary market trading volume created by NFTs exceeded 2.1 billion US dollars. The Yuga Labs created Bored Ape Yacht Club allows its NFT holders permission to use their photographs for commercial purposes. As a result, bored apes have appeared in many things from clothing to can't say that word packaging, in virtual band endeavors and forthcoming film and television productions. Cool. I hope to say the same thing again. I hope it works out for him. I think the other restaurant is relatively popular, not affiliated in any way. But we had news, I think the first week that they opened, there was like a line around the block. It was kind of double looping into itself. And apparently, I think residents weren't too thrilled because I think it's near a residential area and all these people, crypto bros, were running around basically screaming and eating food. I think the other place made burgers. Cool. Has anyone been to the one, the Bored in Hungary, the one that's in LA? I myself have not, as I am not in LA. But I have, I mean, all it takes is clever marketing. Like, really, you just got to kind of get the hype there. Your food also has to be good, and then people will continue going to you as well. I have a really weird feeling that a Snoop, listen, if he gets Martha Stewart to go there on opening day, I'm pretty sure it'll be a success. I don't know what the chemistry is between them, but it seems to work out on camera. So yeah, what's it called again? Snoopy Doopity? Oh, no. Dr. Bombay's Sweet Exploration. I can't even begin to imagine what that's going to be or what food is going to be there. I assume sweets? But what kind of sweets? Anyway, that's the Snoop Dogg is opening up a new restaurant based off of his Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT called Dr. Bombay news. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news that we didn't get, but we now got it, Shibarium is the most anticipated launch for Shiba Inu's development, and investors expect it to boost SHIB's coin price permanently. Wow. It will be launched before the end of June. Shiba Inu is the second largest meme coin in the market. Investors in Shiba Inu are very hopeful about the new Shiba burn strategy, which has the ability to raise the Shiba Inu price. They've been, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, people have been trying to burn, because I think there's like a trillion of them, have been trying to burn Shiba Inu in an effort to make the price rise, but it doesn't do that well when all prices are down in the entire market right now. Shibarium, I don't know how to say that. Will be launched in its Layer 2 solution on the Ethereum blockchain, which is currently developing Shibarium. Its private testnet development has progressed to the second stage on earlier this year, but the public testnet has yet to go live. Shibarium will not be affected, thank goodness, by the Ethereum network's high gas fees, because they're like $28. The upcoming Layer 2 solution will have significantly lower gas costs, possibly as low as 0. Yeah, I think that should be the normal thing for any other side chain. I feel like, also, question mark. So many other side chains have come out promising like lower transaction fees or lower so-and-so. Why not 0? We will not imagine if imagine if the internet just began. Bam. Oh my gosh, what is this thing in front of me? It's called the computer. It's amazing. I can't believe it. And then you find out that something called email exists. Imagine if every single time you clicked on anything on the internet, there was a transaction fee. How many people would be using the internet? Like 7 people who were like diehard fans of the entire experience. So many of these things that are being created, I don't understand why in the code you can't write or tell me Tell me why people who are coders out there, 0 transaction fees. Period. Like, why does, even years ago, there was I think somebody created a video games. I think one was on top of Ethereum. There was one that was on top of Cardano, and one was on EOS as well. That's what it was. That was the main one. This is what I'm thinking of. On EOS. And it was like a little Mario side-scrolling jumper kind of game. Like, imagine that, but with new skins, and it looks kind of different. And they were showing that every transaction has a transaction fee, but they were showing how low their transaction fees were. And I think you had to put EOS into the game to be able to jump around and do stuff. But every jump, every little mushroom thing that you hit was a transaction fee. And I played the game trying to support them. I think I maybe put like $1 worth or something like that inside of it. But after, falling into a pit and then starting over again, it was like, insert more EOS. And I was like, nope, not going to happen. So I feel like if you're developing, once again, I'm not a developer and or coder, but hear me out here. If you're developing something, it should always be 0. There should never be a transaction fee. I would dare even say for anything on any kind of network. It just doesn't, I think we've gotten used to the idea of like, this isn't, okay, here we go. This is kind of another form of taxation for actually using the network. Like, we have people who are mining the coin, and we have people who are validating the network with, so why is there always an additional on every single blockchain, another fee that we have to, anyway, the news is, I think the last time we heard about Shiba Inu was that they were developing their Shiba Inu Barbarium verse. But now apparently it's going to be happening sometime in June? Question mark. It says it will be launched before the end of June. That is rapidly approaching, and we have not heard anything else about it. So, yeah, woo! Can't wait for it or believe it until it happens. Do you want to walk around a metaverse that has a transaction fee for everything you do? Nope. Alrighty. Let's move on. Also in the news is, where is it? It says, which blockchain, Bitcoin or Ethereum, will be the first to reach 0 net issuance, which is arguably the most crucial milestone for the circulating supply. The idea being which coin will kind of get to 0 issuance first. It'll take Bitcoin about, I think, 121 years until we get to like 0. No more Bitcoin are being created. Ethereum, however, has, I think it's EIP 1559, the upgrade that basically is burning Ethereum per transaction. And at some point, that's expected to be deflationary permanently, and that is below net 0. Mr. Wall has taken to Twitter to share his estimations of the effects EIP 1559 and corporate-driven aggressive purchases have had on Ethereum and Bitcoin supplies. He said EIP 1559 took 2% of the supply of Ethereum off the market for good. It was a bigger event than MicroStrategy, which purchased 0.7% of all the Bitcoin and took it off the market. And he said they may have to sell, but they said they're not going to, but you got to write it just in case. As 2.4 million Ether have been burned since the activation of the upgrade, which allowed Ethereum to partially destroy transaction fees. 2% of the aggregated Ethereum supply will never be available on the market. And it says it's somewhere around here. I think the idea is it may take no more than 10 to 15 years for Ethereum to be properly, completely, because also for those of you who don't know, you know how Bitcoin has like the halving every 4 years where the issuance of Bitcoin gets cut in half. Ethereum has the same thing, but theirs is a bit weirder. So years ago, I think the issuance rate was 10 Ether per block. I don't remember the exact number. And then I got lowered to 5. And then I think Bitcoin's last halving, I think they lowered the 5 to 2 and then to 1. I'm not sure who's choosing these numbers, but sure, why not? So Ethereum already has a super low issuance rate. And that's expected to once again be fractioned again once Bitcoin's next halving happens, because I think Ethereum always needs to be in the news, so they try and make it seem like a dramatic moment as well, but it's usually decided by people in the background who have a lot of money. And then when that happens, and then the coin burn continues to happen and more people are using the network, yeah, so that will be a major catalyst for price. I'm sure other people have done like actual, not even estimations, but like datamations, where they basically can see like kind of like the exact date if we continued at this general issuance rate, where basically there would be no more new Ethereum being created. Don't forget, we still, I think the craziest price that we ever saw for Ethereum, I think it said 2027, 2028, they were expecting a $100,000 Ether. If that's not the craziest thing I've ever heard, I simply do not know what is. So yeah, as we do not have a choice and time will continue forward, I will see you all back here in 10 years and we will see if we not only have a $100,000 Ethereum, but if its issuance rate is zero. Because, you know, once again, time moving forward and all that stuff. Alrighty, let's move on. Also in the news, and this sounds a little stupid to me, exploring innovative ways to use NFTs in real estate deals, the U.S. real estate firm Okada & Company has listed its first commercial property as an NFT on OpenSea with a 15,000 Ether asking price. The NFT gives here we go. The NFT gives the buyer exclusive rights to acquire the building, all of its uses, rights, and related deeds covenants. The firm said in a statement, they said, due to the nature of real estate sales, the sale of the NFT does not warrant the completion of the real estate transaction or reflect the transfer of the deed or title. The traditional real estate process must still be complete. Imagine if you paid 15,000 Ether for something that did not even give you the rights to something and you still had to sign the actual paperwork. The reason why I said this sounds a little dumb is because why? Why use this gimmick? Why not simply, you could sell them the building and help them fractionalize it as an NFTs. That would make more sense to me. Why go onto literally OpenSea to buy 15,000 Ether? It says 28 million US dollars to buy an NFT, and then you still have to travel and go sign paperwork and do everything else. Do they have a 20-minute extensive video with you, like seeing everything that the building actually has? Or are they expecting someone to spend 15,000 Ether on a photo? I feel like it's a photo. I haven't been to the listing myself, but I have a really strange inkling it's just a photo. As opposed to like, listen, if I'm spending $1 million, even $1 million on real estate, and I'm not in that country, you are sending me a 30-minute video of every square inch of that apartment, that building, that house. I need to know exactly what's going on. Why is this a thing? This also made news because everyone's like, oh, blockchain and real estate and NFTs are intersecting. I can't believe it. No, just sell it like usual. And then you help me fractionalize it. That seems to make a lot more sense. Am I missing something? Oh, I'm not? All right, cool. That's the luxury real estate picture on OpenSea news. $28 million. You know how much real estate I can buy with $28 million? Anyway, that's the OpenSea picture news. Like it says, source OpenSea. All right, let's move on. Yeah. What are these Power Rangers? Why are they always standing there? I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely Bus is leaving. Fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, and or supporting and or liking. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See